Look up at the night sky. For centuries, people have gazed upward, wondering what lies beyond those distant points of light. For millennia, the heavens were a realm of myths, legends, and untouchable mysteries. Stories passed down through generations, inspired by the beauty and vastness above. Today, that same sky has become a domain of cutting-edge technology and high-stakes strategy, where nations compete and cooperate in equal measure. Satellites now connect our world, guide our journeys, power our communications, and help keep us safe. But these marvels of engineering are also points of vulnerability, targets in a new kind of conflict. As more nations expand their space capabilities, the peacefulness of space is no longer something we can take for granted. The competition is intensifying, and the stakes are higher than ever. The ability to disrupt or destroy satellites is a real and growing threat to our way of life, with the potential to impact everything from national security to daily conveniences. Imagine waking up to a world without GPS, communications, or weather forecasts. No navigation, no instant updates, no way to connect. A single day of disruption would send shockwaves through society. The U.S. Space Force is preparing for this new reality, working tirelessly to develop strategies and technologies that will safeguard our presence in orbit and protect our interests. This isn't science fiction, it's the strategic challenge of our time, demanding innovation, vigilance, and international cooperation. Protecting our satellites requires more than just stronger hardware. It demands a new approach to space operations, one that is flexible, adaptive, and ready for the unexpected. The old model of slow, one-by-one satellite launches is too sluggish for today's rapidly evolving threats. We need to be able to respond quickly and decisively. That's why we need a dynamic, resilient, and responsive system, one that can adapt to challenges and recover from setbacks in real time. Enter a bold idea, an orbital base of operations, a platform in space that could change the rules of the game and give us the edge we need. This is the story of the Orbital Carrier, a groundbreaking project designed to ensure that space remains secure for the US and its allies, now and into the future. The final frontier is no longer just a place of exploration. It's a domain we must actively defend for the safety and prosperity of all. What exactly is an orbital carrier? And why is it being called the next big leap in space technology? Forget the starships of science fiction for a moment. Imagine instead a massive, modular garage and launch pad floating in orbit, high above Earth. This isn't a crewed outpost, but a large, uncrewed space station built to host, protect, and rapidly deploy smaller satellites whenever needed. Developed through a groundbreaking partnership between the U.S. Space Force and Gravitics, the orbital carrier concept is poised to transform how we operate in space. Traditionally, if a satellite fails or is lost, replacing it means launching a new one from Earth, a process that can take weeks or even months to complete. The orbital carrier flips this model on its head. Replacement satellites are already stored in space, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice, drastically reducing response time. Importantly, the carrier isn't a weapon. Instead, it's a strategic tool designed to boost resilience and ensure continuity in space operations. Known as StarMax, these modular platforms can link together, expand, and adapt as mission needs evolve, making them highly flexible. The initial vision is simple but powerful. Store satellites safely in orbit, shielded from hazards, until the moment they're needed. In a crisis, speed is everything. The ability to deploy satellites instantly can make all the difference. Rapid deployment means no more lasting blind spots. Coverage gaps can be filled in real time, keeping networks secure and operational. The carrier shifts our approach from reactive to proactive, allowing us to anticipate problems and act before they escalate. It's about having the right tools, in the right place, before emergencies even have a chance to unfold. In a contested or hostile environment, this rapid response capability becomes a critical advantage, ensuring we stay ahead. Ultimately, the orbital carrier is about maintaining control, resilience, and continuity in the ever-changing domain of space. With this technology, we're entering a new era of space readiness, one where we can respond instantly, adapt quickly, and protect our assets like never before. The orbital carrier represents a new way of doing business in space. It's not just a government project, it's a public-private partnership. The US Space Force teamed up with Gravitics, a company specializing in modular space structures. Gravitics StarMax modules are versatile, serving both military and commercial needs. This dual-use approach accelerates innovation and reduces costs. The government provides vision and funding. Private industry brings speed and creativity. This synergy keeps the military ahead technologically while building a robust commercial space sector. Projects like the orbital carrier show that American leadership in space depends on collaboration. It's a model that blends military discipline with private innovation. Together, they're building the infrastructure of the high frontier. How does the orbital carrier work? Let's delve into its fascinating mechanics. Picture a StarMax module orbiting Earth, stocked with dormant satellites, tools waiting to be used. These satellites are like a toolbox in space, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice. If a critical satellite fails, a command from the ground activates the carrier. This swift action ensures minimal disruption to operations. Within minutes, a robotic arm deploys a replacement satellite, which powers up and maneuvers into position. This rapid deployment is crucial for maintaining continuous coverage. This is tactically responsive space, reacting at the speed of relevance. It's about being ready for any situation, anytime. The carrier can deploy single satellites or small constellations, adapting to changing needs. This flexibility is key in dynamic environments. It gives commanders flexibility and rapid response in crisis. They can make informed decisions with real-time data. The process is fast, efficient, and repeatable. This ensures that the system is always ready to meet demands. The carrier can be resupplied with new satellites, creating a sustainable logistics hub in orbit. This resupply capability extends the operational life of the carrier. Satellites become replenishable tools, not one-shot assets. This approach revolutionizes how we think about space resources. Launching on demand from orbit is a revolutionary leap for military space operations. It changes the paradigm of satellite deployment. The carrier ensures persistent, reliable space capabilities. It maintains a constant vigil over our planet. It's a game changer for national security. This innovation provides a strategic advantage in safeguarding our interests. The orbital carrier is more than a launch pad. It's a sanctuary. Space is harsh. Radiation, temperature swings, and debris threaten satellites. The carrier shields stored satellites, keeping them pristine until needed. This protection extends their lifespan and reliability. But threats aren't just environmental. Adversaries are developing anti-satellite weapons. The carrier's stealth-dormant, enclosed satellites are harder to track or target. Adversaries see the carrier, but not what's inside or when it will deploy. This ambiguity is a powerful deterrent. The carrier provides mission assurance. If active satellites are lost, replacements are ready. It's resilience in action. Absorb a blow, recover instantly. The carrier is an insurance policy for America's space interests. It's a cornerstone of modern defense strategy in orbit. In space, protection and readiness go hand in hand. The orbital carrier redefines space superiority. It's no longer just about having the best satellites. It's about resilience and rapid recovery. The ability to quickly replace or augment assets complicates any adversary's plans. Deterrence is strengthened. Attacks on US satellites won't create lasting gaps. The carrier enables dynamic, flexible support for ground operations. Commanders can deploy dedicated satellites for short-term missions, then retire them. This is unprecedented control over space resources. The carrier moves us from a fragile, static architecture to a robust, adaptive one. Space superiority now belongs to those who can sustain operations under pressure. The US is building the infrastructure to lead in this new era. The orbital carrier's impact goes beyond defense. Gravitics modular platforms could become research labs, manufacturing sites, or even tourist destinations. Defense innovation often sparks broader progress. Permanent orbital platforms could assemble giant telescopes or host long-term experiments. Routine cargo missions could deliver new science projects, lowering costs and speeding research. Commercially, In-space manufacturing and logistics hubs could fuel a cislunar economy. The public-private model seeds a new orbital ecosystem. Military investment solves tough engineering problems. Commercial markets expand the possibilities. The orbital carrier is a stepping stone to humanity's future in space. The orbital carrier sends a powerful signal on the world stage. The US isn't alone. China and Russia are also advancing space capabilities. The carrier is a response to this competition, ensuring America's strategic edge. Its introduction will prompt other nations to rethink their space strategies. This raises the stakes and the need for clear international rules in orbit. Treaties and norms must evolve to prevent conflict and ensure safe operations. The US must balance security with leadership in promoting peaceful space use. Responsible stewardship and open dialogue can keep space a domain for progress, not conflict. As we enter this new era, we face a choice. Technologies like the orbital carrier can secure our future, or risk turning space into a battlefield. The hope is for cooperation, not conflict. Imagine orbital platforms as shared resources for security, disaster response, and science. Building space infrastructure together can foster peace and stability. Security must be balanced with openness to partnership. The carrier can symbolize American strength and responsible leadership. Let's make space a domain for shared progress, not division. The orbital carrier marks the dawn of a new age, one of secure, collaborative exploration for all.